Today we will talk about weight volume type conversions regardless of whether or not we're dealing with metric system or the British system. The first picture is the gallon man. You have that 1 gallon in the middle and you have 2 arms, 2 legs. These are quarts. So 1 gallon is 4 quarts. That's one way to remember that. Each quart, these are kind of like hands. There are 2 pints attached to 1 quart. And there are 2 cups attached to 1 pint. So 1 quart is 2 pints, 1 gallon is 4 quarts, 1 pint is 2 cups. The only thing you need to remember is 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. That's FLOZ is fluid ounces. And 1 pint is 16 fluid ounces. Okay, so you can either do OZ or OUNCES. Now, in terms of weight, these are the gallon man is for British unit volumes. If we're talking about weight, we're talking about, again, in the British units, the only thing that you need to remember is 1 pound is 16 ounces. Now, if we're talking about the metric units, you need to remember King Henry, and I'll write that sentence for you. And this is how it goes. King Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk. So King is kilo, Henry is hecto, died is deca. So kilo, hecto, deca. And deca is usually with a DE. Okay, so then you have the King Henry died Monday, and that's the middle one. So if we're talking about weight, we're talking about gram. If we're talking about volume, we are talking about liter. Okay, so that one is the middle one. And then you have drinking. That one is deci. Centi is chocolate. And milli is milk. So you have to understand KHDE, then you have liter, then deci, centi, and milli. Now if we're talking about volume, we are talking about kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, liter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Sometimes you may even see the T abbreviation, but that may or may not happen, okay? Now, if we're talking about weight, we have the same kind of nomenclature: kilogram, hectogram, decagram. And you may also put an R in here. That's, again, it's up to the person. And then you have gram, if you want to put R in there, decigram, centigram, milligram. Okay? Now, again, you can put the R's in there. So if you remember, King Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk, kilo, hecto, deca, the middle one, deci, centi, milli. And you have to understand that this is the big part for all of them. So you can remember that King Henry is the top one, the big, and these are the small units. The millis is the small units. Now, and each time we go from one of the other, 1 kilogram is going to be 10 hectogram. 1 hectogram is going to be 10 decagram. And the same thing with the liters. 1 kiloliter is 10 hectoliter, and 1 hectoliter is then 10 decaliter, and so forth. Now, this odd man out, the ton, you just have to remember is 1,000 times bigger than the kilogram. So 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. The other thing you're going to have to remember is the time units. And here they are. So these are the basic things that you need to remember. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. 1 day is 24 hours. there are 52 weeks in 1 year, and 1 year is 365 days. Just forget the leap years. 1 week is 7 days. Now you can do all the conversions that we're going to talk about knowing these facts. So let's scroll down. Now if I want to go and calculate 2 milligram in terms of gram, what you're going to have is you're going to have a conversion unit. So the unit you do not want, it has to go in the denominator, and the unit you want has to go in the numerator, so that you can cancel these two out and the gram is going to come out. So what was the relationship between gram and milligram? Gram is 1 gram. Milligram, deci, centi, milli. Remember? So there are 1,000 of them. So 2 times 1 divided by 1,000. So that is going to give you 0.002 grams. How about kilo? Kilos mean kilograms. So kilos to tons. What I don't want is in the denominator. What I want is in the numerator. Ton is bigger. 1 ton, 1,000 kilos. So you end up getting rid of the kilograms. 3 divided by 1,000 is 0.003 tons. Liters to kiloliters. Now what I don't want is in the denominator. What I do want is in the numerator. And this one, this is what I want. Okay, so I need to have 1 kiloliter, and I have 1,000 liters in it. Okay, so 2 divided by 1,000, 0.002 kiloliters. Now let's do the fluid ounces and pints. All right, I know that 1 pint is 16 fluid ounces. So I have 16 fluid ounces. And now 1 pint, I want the pint. So that's in the numerator. So 32 divided by 16, it's simply 2. And you can just scratch out the fluid ounces. Quarts to pints. I know that 1 quart is 2 pints. So I have 1 quart and 2 pints. So what I want is in the numerator, and what I do not want is in the denominator. 2 times 4, 8 pints. Okay. Now I want to go from pints to quarts. What I do not want is in the denominator. What I do want is in the numerator. So the pints cancel out and the quart comes out. 20 divided by 2, 10 quarts. 3 gallons to quarts. What do I have? I don't want the gallon. That's in the denominator. Quarts is in the numerator. What are the numbers? 1 gallon is 4 quarts. 3 times 4. That's 12 quarts. So how do you know? Because that's in the numerator and the gallons cancel out. Hours to seconds. Okay, so I have hours in the denominator, seconds in the numerator. How many seconds in 1 hour? 1 hour has 60 minutes. 1 minute has 60 seconds. So we are talking about 60 times 60, 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So the hours go away, the seconds stay. So 3 times 3,600, that's going to give you 10,800 seconds. Ounces to pounds. So these are the weight units. Remember how it went? So I want pounds on top, ounces at the bottom, not fluid ounces, weight ounces. So I have 1 pound. I have 16 ounces because the pound is what I want. and then the ounces will go and get canceled out. 32 divided by 16, simply 2 pounds. Minutes to hours. I have 30 minutes, so I want to get rid of those minutes in the denominator, hours in the numerator. 1 hour, 60 minutes. They are the same, so you can scratch out the minutes. So 30 divided by 60, so this is what you want in terms of hours. 30 divided by 60 is 0.5 hours.